This is part 2 of Brown Belt 1. Remember what I explained in the last video is the 3 levels of Brown Belt. There's Brown Belt 3, which is the first level, okay? Then there's Brown Belt 2, obviously second, and Brown Belt 1, which this one is the rank right before Black Belt. We made a previous video on the Renegades dealing with all punches as well as the self-defense techniques. The final video, this will be a little bit shorter, is on an attack with a weapon. And the reason why I felt this to be so appropriate is because what I said in the first video is a renegade has a lot to do with the momentum of the person. And either seeing the apex of the arch here, and before it gets broken, shutting the person down, or seeing the apex of the arch here where it got broken and going with. So think about it, when a person comes at us with a weapon, they have a lot of momentum. Nobody looks to hit you with a weapon, maybe a trained fighter, but nobody looks to hit you with a weapon and snaps it back. Like I said, maybe a trained fighter. Most people on the street want to take that weapon and kind of bash it right through your body. So they put their body behind it, and that's where these renegades work beautifully. They take time not to learn a technique. When I say something takes time, anybody could learn these techniques the first time they ever trained. In Aikido, they teach this right from the beginning. But for it to become proficient, it's something that has to become part of your DNA, part of who it is you are, part of what I call your muscle memory. Because most of us do not react going with when a person comes at us with any kind of attack. In the first part of this whole pandemic, people were crazy, right? You went to the grocery store and people were like pushing and punching for toilet paper and paper towels. Now here we are, over a month later, and people are still a little crazy, okay? But they're somewhat calming down. Like I said in one of the previous video, we had to withdraw from the life that we knew. The life that we knew was a drug. We were moving, quicking, doing concerts, football, this, and now if we see another human being, we're grateful. Okay, so maybe there's a reason, I don't know what it is, but maybe we all needed to slow down a little bit, all right? So that's why we're making these videos. We wouldn't be making these videos unless this crisis occurred, although I've been saying I was gonna make these videos for many, many years, but now I have the time to do it because we had to slow down. So always remember that watching a video is not like replacing your presence in the dojo. I saw a student yesterday who says the videos are great, but I miss being in the dojo. Of course you miss being in the dojo. This is, virtual, and being in a dojo is real. I can't answer your questions. I can only give you information, but I can't answer your questions. With that being said, American Jiu-Jitsu LI group page, every day one video is posted. So you have a lesson every day. If you look at it on Instagram, it's only 1 minute of the lesson, but then it'll route you to the Facebook group page that'll give you the full lesson for the day. If you want to go a little bit more, if you're a higher rank in the system, you can go to American Jiu-Jitsu LI YouTube, and the full library is already up there. This video will be posted within 24 hours of me making it, okay? And also we have Zoom classes pretty much every day now, 7 days a week. We have multiple classes. We have classes in New Jersey. We have classes in Maplewood, New Jersey. We have classes in Manhattan. We have classes in St. James. Shihan Kathy has classes now. Shihan Jim has classes. Shihan Glenn, or Sensei Glenn. Renche Tony. A lot of people are participating, Virginia, Sensei Virginia, and Sensei Kevin for the junior classes. So a lot of people are participating in these classes and helping, and we're so grateful for that. And as for all our members that are sticking with us, thank you so much. So to complete this belt requirement, you have to have a renegade against the weapon. So we have 5 more techniques that we're going to post right now. And that'll complete the Brown Belt 1 category. So again, helping me today is Shihan, Kathy, and Billy. Like I said in all the tapes, we do practice social distancing. They're a married couple that lives in their house. I'm a single guy that lives in my place, okay? And we only see each other in situations like this, but they're a good 6 feet away from me, and they have volunteered their services to help to make these techniques be more understandable. If I did them by myself, they'd be a little bit hard for you to understand. So again, like we said with the last one, okay? This one is before the apex gets broke. So as the person goes to swing at us, we're confident enough to go in and shut this person down. Now we did this technique in the prior video, all right? So we're gonna do a close quarter shutdown, a renegade, as the person swings at us, number 1. We're gonna do it 2 times, so you get a chance to see it twice. So from here she comes out, boom, he shuts it down and brings her down. Now you get to see it from the other side.
I'm gonna bring you straight down.
Okay. So from here she comes out, he comes right in, bang, and shuts her down and takes the weapon away. Now, remember, on that last video, we talked about the rock and roll. So as the person comes at us with the number 2 swing, we're gonna come around and we're gonna block, but then the person decides to pull back on us. So from here, we're gonna go with, and we're gonna shut that person right down, all right? So from here, number 2, he goes with, she pulls back, bang, and shuts her right down, okay? Let's look at that from the other side. Show the other transition with the hand, the rock and roll, okay? So from here, boom, comes around, and then takes the other hand, and bang, shuts the person right down. So, like I say in the belt list, that there are connections. So first I show it to you without a weapon, and then I'm showing it to you with a weapon. It's not the only technique that can be done from that weapon, but we're talking about a rim and negate today. This is why I'm very strict with my system and how it's taught, so there's a consistency. All right, we don't want everybody teaching anything that they want to teach. Then it's not a system, then it's a bunch of techniques on a piece of paper. On number 3, okay, as the attacker comes at me, number 3, I'm gonna do a wheel throw. So what's happening is they come at me low, I'm just gonna go with and throw her in that direction she's going. All right, so watch that. Bang, and just taking her down. Take that in 2 directions. Beautiful. Now remember before how I referenced about left leg step back. So what's gonna happen here on number 4, so 1 and 2 are high attacks, 3 and 4 are low attacks. So the same thing, but to different parts of the body. Head, head, body, body. So on number 4, he's gonna come back, and now he could go back to that rock and roll. If you're starting to see that, that's good. But in this case now, to give you another variation, he's gonna step back with that left leg, where the head goes, the body follows, and bring her down with a left leg step back number 4. Okay? So boom, here it is, steps back left leg, bang. Gonna do that one more time from the opposite side. Typically when we teach to block the stick, or the knife for that matter, typically we teach you to go to the inside. There's a reason for that, and there's always been a lot of controversy with that. The instinctive reaction when a person comes at us like a dagger is always to go to the outside. I don't need to teach you that. The problem with that technique is that if I teach you to go to the outside, as the person's doing this, what if they change their momentum and decide to do that? If you went to the outside now, you would have got hit. So even though we're trying to practice social distancing, if I'm here and then all of a sudden I switch, you would never see the difference. So going to the outside is a natural instinct. I don't need to teach you that. I need to teach you the tougher way of doing it, and that's going to the inside, okay? So in every technique preceding this one, you have learned to go in with a right tazabaki to the inside. And people always say to me, well, Sensei, why don't we go to the outside? If you go to the outside and you get away with it, good. You don't need me to teach you that. It's going to the inside is that you need me to teach you it. Now, with all that being said, in this particular technique, we're talking about instincts. And you are gonna go to the outside, okay? So it's not contradictory what I'm saying. I said that you can go to the outside, but I don't need to teach you that because it's more of a natural movement. Just remember, the reason why, again, is when the person's coming at us, if the person decides to swing like that, going to the inside is safer. But if the person is beyond that apex and they're committed and now they can't pull it back, now you can't go to the outside. Now we're talking about that with this technique. So we're gonna do what we call a left tazabaki, and we're gonna shut this person down. This is the famous technique that you see Steven Seagal do in his movies, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna parry it because we see the momentum, it's great, it's coming at us, and then bang, we're just gonna shut it right down and take that person right out. All right, so this is number 5. These attacks are done what they call Cinco Terrorist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They can be done with a knife, they can be done with a stick, they can be done with a punch, okay? So this time, we're working with our natural instincts, and we're gonna shut the person down. Number 5. And boom, right down. Watch that from the other side. Good. Being that we have a few minutes, you wanna go 1 through 5, just strike through them? Yeah. All right. Number 1, he's gonna do the one strike through to make you see them. Number 1 is a close quarter technique. Beautiful. Number 2 is a rock and roll. Number 3 is a wheel throw.
Don't come up, Karen. I'm done.
Number 4 is a left leg step back. And number 5 is the one that you just saw where he goes to the outside and shuts the person down. Very nice. So this completes brown belt 1, the weapon part, okay? Next video will be actually on Showdown black belt. We're making these videos, again, so grateful to Sean, Kathy, and Billy for helping me with this. We're making these videos to keep you guys in the game. Always remember something, that yes, we have several months here that we've been quarantined, you might say. And that doesn't mean that you can't stop growing and stop developing. The last thing you want to do is, when we get back to schedule, is to be disorientated. You should be having a routine every day. You should be watching your videos. You should be doing our Zoom classes. You should be doing your breathing exercises, doing things that are positive. Don't be piling up the meal. Don't be not making your bed. Don't be not taking a shower. Don't be not shaving. Don't be not getting dressed. Do what you would normally do. Exercise. Get out there. Enjoy that sun. All right? Let's look at it this way. If we were safe enough not to get sick over this pandemic, if we were safe enough and smart enough because we stood home, okay? Why not come out of this better, stronger, wiser, and smarter, okay? This gives us a lot of time to reflect on ourselves, a lot of times to slow it down, a lot of times to get that drug out of our system called life, and maybe change our pace, maybe appreciate things a little bit more, and maybe respect people. So many people are doing so many wonderful things now for the hospital workers, for the people that work at the grocery stores, the people that our frontliners, our law enforcement. And that brings me to another point. If you make it to this video, we are raising money for the workers over at Stony Brook. If you go onto my Instagram account, which you can go to American Jiu-Jitsu LI, you'll see it's posted. We are asking to donate money to raise money for food for the Stony Brook workers. Again, if you go to my American Jiu-Jitsu LI page, you'll see the posting with the information on how to donate the money. And then when we finally get this all together, we're gonna go to a local restaurant and bring some food over to those people that are working day and night to help us and save us, okay? So we're so grateful that when you watch the videos, remember 3 things you always gotta remember: stay home, stay healthy, and stay safe. You got all the links, American Jiu-Jitsu LI, Facebook, YouTube, AJJ Centers, to find out all about our Zoom meetings. And I hope you have a safe and healthy day. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Kathy and Billy. And we'll see you next time.